Okay, what is happening, Cucumber Squad? Right, we are back with a DAX video. This dropped a little while ago. It's called The Next Rap God 2. I am very late to it. I apologize. I know people have been on my case with this. I absolutely love DAX. It's 21 minutes long. I know that he spares us for 21 minutes. I have not heard this yet. I am very, very excited to see what we've got over here. Welcome back to the Fable Sphere. If you guys don't know what this Fable Sphere is, that is by design. Right, you will know what Fable Sphere means. You've been noticing that I've been saying it in a lot of my videos. You are now in the sphere, right? And you will know what that means on, well, the moment we hit 100,000 subscribers. That's when the sphere unlocks. So yeah, once we're there, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's rock and roll. If this doesn't get 500,000 likes by Jan 1st, I'm signing to a major label. I don't think Dax will ever sign to a major label, but even if he does, I don't care. I absolutely love the man. I think he's fantastic. Let's go.
What's wrong, Blackie?
I made my first album and nobody cares. Nobody cares, man.
What'd you expect? You're independent, man. And
I cared. I thought his album was the album of the year for me. I did a full album review. You can go and watch it on my DAX playlist. You can go take a look at that album review. I thought that was the best album this year. I don't see how it got such little traction. I mean, I've been noticing it got a very little traction, and it was one of the most amazing albums. It's thought-provoking, it's motivational, it's inspiring, it's a plethora of different things. And yeah, people prefer dumb stuff. I kind of feel like the political guys, the political artists are the ones popping off at the moment because they kind of sort of found the key to an industry, you know, an industry hack essentially, because we're in such a politically polarized society at the moment. I think that, yeah, if you can't make it as an actual artist, you just jump on the political stuff and then you make it as that, you know? That's how I feel that like some of the industry is going at the moment. I've been noticing a lot of that, and artists like this who are actually just genuinely good artists fall by the wayside for some odd reason. Not that he's falling by the wayside, but Dax should be way, way, way bigger. And for me, if it means him having to sign to a label to do that, sign to a label. I really don't care. I think Dax should be a mainstream artist in the sense that if he carries on with this message, a label could actually push him bigger and bigger. He deserves to be up there with the elites. So for me, it's like if he signs to a label, I wouldn't be hard pressed. And even if he doesn't, I wouldn't be hard pressed either. But he is among, right now in today's age, is one of the elites that doesn't use just politics to make it. You know what I mean? So let's go.
and you're also, like, sort of positive. But I'll tell you what, if you kill this, and these pansies don't show respect for it, you have my blessing to sign to a major label. Okay?
I don't mind. I don't mind. Whatever gets him bigger, I'm good with it. I don't understand the chocolate cake and all.
10 minutes was the warm-up, nigga, get in tune. You want a beef? Let's meet. Hit my Zoom. I'm calling shots, you in the bleachers.
Really, Dax, as we start, if you want a beef, let's meet. Hit my Zoom meetings and meet. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah, I can see what we're in for now. Okay.
You want a beef? Let's meet. Hit my Zoom. I'm calling shots, you in the bleachers, morning every move. I kill them with success, I'm up next, like afternoon. You niggas even in the playing scale, it's like the moon trying to sunset as the nightmare I rap resumes. You get eclipsed and then I star in the movie where the underdog leaves the whole game straight confused. You think you rapping with a guy?
Okay, there are so many bars. There are going to be so many bars in this. This video is literally going to be like 40 minutes long if I'm going to stop for every single one, right? So I will try and catch all of them as best I can. I will try and not interrupt the video all the time because I know that can get irritating, but you know that this is just going to be ridiculous. Let's go back.
assumes you get eclipsed, and then I star in the movie where the underdog leaves the whole game straight confused. You think you rapping with a guy? You must be crazy, nigga. One song for my deluxe is all I need to do. These puppies barking, they don't bit off more than they can chew. My album just dropped, I'm already back for round 2. This here for shits and giggles is an epiphany. Dax ain't dropping music when he's rapping, he's dropping symphonies. I make Mozart than most. My key lyrically is noted on a scale above the whole industry. It's Dax.
I make Mozart, then I key my lyrics lyrically. Like I key my lyrics lyrically, so he makes his music via the lyrics essentially. But Mozart with the keys on the piano, fire, bro.
Then most. My key lyrically is noted on a scale above the whole industry. It's Dax.
Scale above the whole industry, piano scales. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Most. My key lyrically is noted on a scale above the whole industry. It's Dax. I got bars out in Georgia, 20-minute songs are probably Illinois. I got PTSD from the killings of these beats. I'm a veteran. I came in the game like a soldier. I could sun you like Barbosa. Me and Nash playing soccer out in Canada. That's true though. I ain't never lied in my prime. How I minister the flow is unknown. They don't know where it's coming from. Like phone calls with Star 69. They say I say nothing, that I'm corny and outdated. If I rapped in the 90s, I'd probably be famous. That the flow and the cadences.
Oh, he says I Star 69 and then I say nothing, right? So it's basically like a quarterback. So people are telling him that if he rapped in the 90s that you'd be good essentially. And he says that I Star 69 and back in the day, if somebody called you and said nothing and you Star 69, you would call that number back, right? So it's if you don't know what Star 69 is on the actual dial, on the tile thing phone, right, then you're too young. You're too young for this, right?
And outdated. If I rapped in the 90s, I'd probably be famous. That the flow and the cadence is abrasive. I be blacking out on beats. Even niggas started calling me a racist. Like Aunt Jemima, I need an Oscar.
I don't understand why people would even say that, because rap in the 90s was fucking fire, man. Rap in the 90s actually had some substance, right? Where most rap today is void of that. So yeah, I take that as a compliment, really.
Blacking out on beats, even niggas started calling me a racist. Like Aunt Jemima, I need an Oscar. They admire my wiener. They blowing me like Hurricane Katrina. I get Superdome defenses trying to find a way.
They blowing me like Hurricane Katrina. Fire blowing, come on.
My wiener. They blowing me like Hurricane Katrina. I get Superdome defenses trying to find a way to stop me. I'm offensive with the wordplay. I minded misdemeanors. Bitch, you might need a subpoena to see me like John Cena. Hot jab.
I'm minor at misdemeanors, right? Small offenses. I'm minor at misdemeanors, so minor is already small offenses. Fire!
Play I'm minor misdemeanors, bitch. You might need a subpoena to see me like John Cena. Hot jab you, then wrap you like a turban packer. Stand in a can and ship them to Eminem and say Dax need.
Wrap you in a turban, then I pack a stand in a can. Pakistan, the country, and then I pack a stand, an Eminem stand in a can, and I ship him to Eminem. Bro, Dax, stop now, bro. What is this? We're 2 minutes in, dude.
Then wrap you like a turban packer. Stand in a can and ship them to Eminem and say Dax needs a feature and pray that it's not a burden. Why? Because I rap in cursive.
That is all. I'm sorry, I'm pausing, but that is all he needs right now. That is all he needs right now is a feature from Eminem. And I'm telling you, Eminem, I don't think Eminem would be opposed to hopping on a track with Dax, right? Because Dax for me is up there. Dax for me is up there with the elites, man. All this, man, he's done everything else. He's done Snow the Product. He's done Yellow Wolf, who's done a feature with Eminem. He's done Trippie Redd's nothing. Trippie Redd's garbage. He's just a coloring book, a walking, talking coloring book. He's done Yellow Wolf. He's done Tech 9. Come on, man. Just slap an Eminem feature on one of these, bro, and Dax has solidified himself. Let's go.
They treat my lyrics like the Bible, the OG and the King James Version. This colloquial, my verses speak hood and suburban, so the people in the jacks so respect my sermons. Merchant, leapfrog it, Kermit, you wanna pass your...
You see, I speak to everybody. I speak hood and I speak suburban. Doesn't matter where you are, I speak to everyone. Come on, man. I'm like a preacher holding a sermon that literally, when it comes to like biblical... Right, maybe not the secular people, because it seems like more people are becoming more secular these days. But I'm saying from a biblical standpoint, that speaks to everybody. So suburban, hood, doesn't matter. I speak to them all.
People in the jacks, so respect my sermons. Merchant, leapfrog it, Kermit. You wanna pass, you'll need a permit. Lyrically, I'm driving drunk. Now I'm swerving in and out of genres. I ain't pop or urban. I'm my own category. You can call that I need to get this off my chest. You a
I'm my own category. You can call that shit purpose. Love it, bro. Love that, and 100% agree.
own category, you can call that shit purpose. Listen, I need to get this off my chest. You a bitch if I'm rapping and you say you not impressed. Your input does not add money to my check. Who the fuck about to do this and not even break a sweat, man? They committing genocide, trying to exterminate the lyricist while saying Dax is the antithesis. That means opposite, but if I'm the opposite, then how am I independent and the game still profiting? It's not supposed to happen, they capping. I'm a goddamn savage when rapping. Gas mask your casket, cause the smoke I spit will give you one.
Oh, that's gas flow. It's crazy. Go back, bro.
Means opposite, but if I'm the opposite, then how am I independent and the game still profiting? It's not supposed to happen, they capping. I'm a goddamn savage when rapping. Gas mask your casket, cause the smoke I spit will give you lung damage. If you wanna come and grab what I'm grabbing, you'll have to lift weights and wait, cause the tectonic plate shift I create is so great that by the time you reach me, the earth quakes. The booth was
Oh my god, the tectonic weight that I create is so great that the time that I arrive, the earth quakes. The tectonic plates is what creates earthquakes, right? Come on, bro. Fuck.
tectonic plate shift I create is so great that by the time you reach me, the earth quakes. The booth was my birthplace, I'm used to the static. They say I got drive, I'm automatic. Ain't listening to demos, especially not critics. These niggas panic, like we at the disco. I got a simple plan for you. We should rage against the machine. I'ma need a team.
What? What did you say there?
Especially not critics. These niggas panic, like we at the disco. I got a simple.
These people panic like we at the disco. Panic at the Disco, right? The band? Come on, bro. Then he went into Rage Against the Machines. We rage against the machine. So Rage Against the System. We rage against the machine. So he threw in two bands there. Fire.
Especially not critics. These niggas panic like we at the disco. I got a simple plan for you. We should rage against the machine. I'ma need a team. I'm 2.5 men myself, like Charlie Sheen. This industry's sick.
I'm gonna need a team. I'm 2.5 men myself, right? So I'm 2.5 men. I'm like two people in one, right? Like Charlie Sheen. Come on, bro. Fire from 2.5 men. Obviously, that's sitcom series.
I'ma need a team. I'm 2.5 men myself, like Charlie Sheen. This industry's sick. Dax is the vaccine. Top 5 in this bitch. At least the past 3. If they say otherwise, they anti-vaccine in the mandate pass.
Oh my god, the way he played that, man. If they say otherwise, they're anti-jab, right? I'm not even gonna say that word because, geez, God forbid you say that word on YouTube, right? But basically, he compared himself to the industry. I am the cure, and if you're saying that I'm not, you're anti the cure. You're anti-vaccine. Fire. Let's go. And there I go. I said it.
It's the past 3. If they say otherwise, they anti-vaccine and the mandate pass suppresses they free speech. Cause I'm in a different category. My whole life is an allegory. The truth I speak is a double edge, and that's why there's no matrimony. Everybody knows what I came to do, so they separate in the alimony. Is why I'm broke, but I don't care because my impact is mandatory in the age of fake. And I'm perplexed by the hate. Why flex in your songs if they carry no weight? If my shit's trash but spreads at this rate, then maybe it's you who has no taste. Not normally pray, but today I'll say, dear God, please wash these lames away. And ironically, that's the name of my song that's gold with no fucking radio play. Now it's back to the topic. Let me hit you with a switch. How the fuck I'm...
See, now a record label would sort that out, right? It's gold with no radio play. Just goes to show you how successful he is without even being signed to a label. This man signs to a label and this guy literally just breaks through a stratosphere that not many can break through. Right? Because I told you before, this man has got the perfect recipe of beats, perfect recipe of hooks, perfect recipe of vocals and lyricism, substance, purpose. This guy literally, and not all labels, I mean, a lot of people are always saying, people literally look at labels as if like it's this toxic industry thing, right? NF has his own creative freedom. He can do whatever he wants, and he pushes out whatever he wants, and he puts out music with substance and purpose, right? And he's signed to a label, right? So there might be labels out there that are toxic, that are terrible, but I know that NF is like signed to Capitol, and they really just allow him the creative freedom, and it's the same thing with Dax. I actually think that if Dax actually had to sign to a label, Dax would go nuclear. Genuinely, Dax would go nuclear, and he would leave everybody else in the independent game. He's already, for me personally, he is the best independent artist that I know of. I'd say him and Chris Webby, right, are probably the most elite in the rap game, in the independent game, right? And I promised you, those guys sign to a label and they leave everybody in the dust. That's how good they are, right? So that's just my personal opinion. Let's go.
I'm pussy if you always on my dick. I don't rap about the typical, my money or a bitch. And if I ever do flex, I'm in the gym doing lifts. I don't pack nothing but 6, my abs stay ripped. I'm like an ad-lib, bitch, I stay in the mix. Every time I see a beat in my scope, it's a hit. State of mind like a shooter for the New York Knicks.
Every time I see a beat in my scope, it's a hit. Now, he's obviously a Warzone bar, then obviously he said the ad-lib, every time the ad-lib. I'm like an ad-lib, I'm always in the mix, right? In a mix or a remix, fire.
Every time I see a beat in my scope, it's a hit. State of mind like a shooter for the New York Knicks. I'm the best, and if they ask Kawhi like the clips, tell him Dax got a glove with the game in his grip. Throwing counter punches, hooks, metaphorically the shit like a...
Some Avengers bars over there with Thanos and the glove. Come on, bro. He's got the game. He's got the game in his grip. Come on, bro. Fire, bro.
Got a glove with the game in his grip. Throwing counter punches, hooks, metaphorically the shit like a potty mouth nigga with a stank up a lip. And this wasn't planned. I'm spitting facts from a real world scan. They cable, I'm streaming.
I'm speaking facts from a real world scan. Like a fax and a scanner. I'm speaking facts and facts from a real world scan, right? And scanner, but it's like the scan of the world. Bro.
They nice, but the difference they can do it on demand. I'm demand, but bombing on these beats if you tally up the bands. Got
what did you say there, Dax?
From a real world scan. They cable, I'm streaming, they nice.
Hey.
But the difference they can do it on demand. I'm demand, bombing on these beats if you tally up the bands. Got enough ammunition to supply the Taliban. Every bar is like a bullet, they go doop doop. People try to dodge.
Yeah. What did he say about supplying the Taliban? America just supplied them with billions of dollars worth of weaponry. Just recently, they supplied them with billions of dollars of weaponry. He's saying he's like that.
To supply the Taliban, every bar is like a bullet, they go doop doop. People try to dodge, but they can't, like a fucking caravan. Okay, now I'm warmed up, I can feel the sweat. The bars drip and turn complex. Hit the floor as I gas the beat, then evaporate and condense. In a generation where common sense is not common sense, we need real rap.
Listen to that fucking chemistry bar over there. The bar's dripping, then condense, right? So bars, I think it's an oxygen level, essentially. So like bars of oxygen. What did he say over here?
The floor is I gas the beat, then evaporate and condense. In a generation where common sense is not common sense, we need real rap. But when you say Nas, they think you mean Lil Nas X, and that's not a diss. I don't want to get canceled. YouTube, don't take my channel.
That's 100%. You think it's a Nas X, and it's like it's not a diss, but it's like no, Nas X is not anywhere in the realm of good rappers. He's a good artist. I'm not going to bash him too much because he makes good music. I mean, you can't bash him, right? But he's nowhere near Nas, the actual Nas from the 90s, man. The real fucking OGs, Nas, even Akon, Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang. Come on, man. They were absolute beasts back then. But when you think about, when people talk about Nas, like, oh, little Nas X, no, man. Not... No. Not that Nas. Not that Nas. Hey, he makes catchy shit, right? Some more precarious than others, but no. Nas, the real OG.
You say Nas, they think you mean Lil Nas X, and that's not a diss. I don't want to get canceled. YouTube, don't take my channel. Don't copyright, cause if you do, I'll strike and be at you. I'm sick and something you can't handle. I'm solar like a panel. You can't desert me like a camel. I was built for this and something they can...
You can't desert me like a camel, fire.
Handle. I'm solar like a panel. You can't desert me like a camel. I was built for this and something they cannot dismantle. Man, this is appalling. I bounce back like Spalding. I slide on these beats.
Hey, I bounce back like Spalding. Isn't that a basketball brand?
Mantle. Man, this is appalling. I bounce back like Spalding. I slide on these beats. My flow's icy and my bars toboggans. If rap's a house, I'm home alone like Macaulay Culkin. And if it's better, then rap about it and stop talking hot dogging. I actually play basketball. I'm getting buckets if they ever say that that's ballin'. I see them posting who's the best hoop rap artist. Like I ain't led a whole goddamn college conference. This shit is wild. I see the posts and profiles, but commenting negativity is not my style. I got a strap and I ain't talking about a gun. It's a hoop term, dummy. Go ahead, you can check my file.
This is what I love about him. This is what I love about him. That he never flexes that way, right? I got a strap. I'm not talking about a gun. It's a hoop term, and I think it means that you're just a good shooter, right? From what I've heard before, right? I used to follow Kobe Bryant quite a lot, so I've heard the lingo a little bit. I think it means that you're like an on-point baller, like you're literally, like you don't miss if you shoot, essentially. Like Kobe Bryant had the strap, right? That's kind of what I think it is, but I could be wrong.
A strap, and I ain't talking about a gun. It's a hoop term, dummy. Go ahead, you can check my file. I've been squeaky clean. See, I don't wanna go to jail, but if I did, I know it'd triple on my sales. And that's the fucked up part about this life. Don't nobody wanna see you do good till you going through hell. And that's why I had to make this
100%.
20-minute rap song. I'm about to one take it. I just made my first album full of songs from the depths of my heart, and these people didn't appreciate it. I should've rapped about guns and violence, or fucking bad bitches on an island, or some drugs that I don't even take. Then tell all the kids to try it. Man, what's it gonna take to make it? For them to say that I'm one of the greatest? Do I gotta go say?
Bro, people, stop fucking around with this dude, bro. This guy is one of the greatest. Don't fuck around with this dude. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. His music is fire. It is impactful, man. He is currently my favorite rapper of this generation. Hands fucking down by a country land mile. And yes, I am putting all of the young rappers today. I'm putting Logic in it. I'm putting Joyner Lucas in it. I'm putting all those guys. Yes, those guys are all great. Make no mistake, right? But when it comes to relatability, which is basically what I'm looking for today, what I used to look for in Eminem in the 90s, man, that relatability, that substance, that shit that's gonna hit you hard, that thing that means something, that shit that you can put on in the morning and it literally can reshape your day. This dude is the fucking greatest at the moment. This dude is the greatest at the moment from that perspective. Stop fucking around with him, man.
To make it, for them to say that I'm one of the greatest, do I gotta go sell my soul and live the rest of my life forsaken? Don't push me, cause I just might do it. I go dumb, but I've never.
You wouldn't be selling his soul doing it. Do it. You wouldn't be selling your soul. Do you want to tell me NF has sold his soul? No, NF is still producing and putting out what he wants to put out, and it's full of substance, and he's still doing it, and he's signed to a label. If it means it's going to make Dax if it's going to just prop his career to the next level, do it, man. Do it, because he deserves to be known by the fucking world.
Don't push me, cause I just might do it. I go dumb, but I've never been stupid. I've had nothing in my life before and I was fine, so bitch, I'm not afraid to lose it. So fuck this music, I don't need it. Call me cocky, or call me conceited. Smooth criminal, I'm a demon. I Mike jacked them, now they gotta beat it. I throw up hits.
Smooth criminal, I Mike jacked them. Right, so I jacked their mic from them, so Michael Jackson, and now they gotta beat it, which is one of Michael Jackson's famous songs. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Come on. Come on, bro. MJ was a king, bro.
I'm a demon. I Mike jacked them, now they gotta beat it. I throw up hits. I'm bulimic. Shout out to Drake. Why? I stay scheming. Started from the bottom. Now the views I'm seeing mean nothing was the same, and I'm no longer dreaming. Man, it's already a classic. I'm the future, so you can't look past it. If you take that mask off, you can.
Well, I'm the future, so you can't look past it. You can't even look past me because I am the future. I am the epitome of what's coming next, man. Oh, let's go.
Already a classic. I'm the future, so you can't look past it. If you take that mask off, you can tell that I'm the baddest. Report cards, the only time in life you'll see Dax beside the word average.
If you take that mask off, you can tell that I'm the baddest, right? So baddest in terms of like the virus, I'm gonna go viral essentially, but take the mask off as if you stop being fake. And if you actually start being real. But he played that into the whole pandemic, take the mask off, right? And then also take your own sort of fakeness, you know, drop the fakeness, try and be honest for a change, fire.
That I'm the baddest. Report cards, the only time in life you'll see Dax beside the word average, and I bet you I'm above. Go add her all together. I ain't talking about the drug, and you know it's orange juice if they say it's C+. If you think I'm a 50, then you got no sense, like the famous rapper.
You know know it's orange juice when they say C+, obviously vitamin C+, which is in oranges.
If they say it's C+, if you think I'm a 50, then you got no sense. Like the famous rap song that is called in the
Oh, what did he say? About 50?
Add it all together, I ain't talking about the drug. And you know it's orange juice if they say it's C+. If you think I'm a 50, then you got no sense. Like the famous rap song that is called in the club.
Oh my god, if you think I'm a 50, so if you think I'm average, which 50 is average, if you think I'm a 50, right, then you've got no sense. 50 cents, like the famous song in the club, 50 cents and 50 cents, right? You got no sense if you think that I'm 50, if you think that I'm average. Bro, that fucking scheme was stupid, bro. That scheme was...
I'm a 50, then you got no sense. Like the famous rap song that is called in the club. Calm down, let me bust a rhyme and kick
You
the
calm
clips
down,
while I'm
bro.
on my grind. I got tricks up my sleeve. I can make a simile disappear like the line inside this line. And every time I rhyme, they see an optimist in his prime. I transform, I can reach the blind. My mind's design is one of a kind. You'll find there is no one like I, and that is why I must keep it going. Constant motion, locomotive. I lack promotion, not provoke them. Break down every system, but still be growing. So sick that they might need some ibuprofen off the deep end. Bars with the depths of ocean, sub-zero flow, so you know it's
Bars with the depth of oceans? Oh my god, because when you go scuba diving, right, it depends how many bars of oxygen you've got. So bars with the depths of ocean, the deeper you go, the more bars you get. Hey, bro, seriously, dude. Seriously, bro. What is going on here, dude? Where are we? 8 minutes. We're 8 minutes in, bro.
off the deep end. Bars with the depths of ocean, sub-zero flow, so you know it's frozen. IQ so high, feels like I'm smoking. Most impotent man who is spitting potent. Face off with the rock like a real Samoan. Take 9 with the chop.
Face off with the rock like a real Samoan. Now, Dwayne the Rock Johnson is a Samoan native, essentially, right? Like a real Samoan. Face off with the rock.
Spitting potent, face off with the rock like a real Samoan. Take 9 with the chop, Midwest influence. That's congruent. Paying my respects, I'm never out of pocket. Name another young gun who is this polished. I spit fury, entice them with this rocket. Bars get to dropping everywhere.
I spit fury and I entice them, but Tyson Fury, I spit fury and I tice them. Tyson Fury, he's a boxer. Bro.
This polished, I spit fury, entice them with this rocket. Bars get to dropping everywhere like I'm bronze bombing. You couldn't put me in a box if we boxing. BTS shots the only time Dax K popping. Stick on my hip.
Couldn't put me in a box if we boxing, playing into the Tyson Fury bar because he is a boxer. Very clever.
In a box if we boxing. BTS shots the only time Dax K popping. Stick on my hip, I clean the
Oh my god, BTS shots every time that Dax is K-popping. Now BTS is a K-pop band? Bro, that's so much. Stop it! What are you doing?
boxing. BTS shots the only time Dax K popping. Stick on my hip, I clean the whole room, but don't be alarmed, it's Dax, I'm just mopping. That's off topic, let me tell you something real. Everything you see now was done with no deal. What does that mean? It's fuck how you feel, cause it's impossible to get this far with no skill. Skill
Skill of note, this man.
Never mind, you won't find no one like me.
Yeah, don't.
I wish that you would see me for what I am, instead of ignorant top comments you see on the gram. I'm a once in a lifetime type of man who actually cares about the content and all the fans. I guess it doesn't matter. They
100%. One kind of, he's literally is that fucking once in a lifetime kind of guy that cares about substance and fans. That's, I have to vouch for him. He really is that
type of man who actually cares about the content and all the fans. I guess it doesn't matter. They piss poor, weak bladder. I gotta keep them at bay like the Packers. Don't stand.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it past the next 10 minutes. They piss poor, right? Weak bladder, and then he goes like like a whatchamacallit with a packer, but in the like in a football, there's a bladder inside the football, right? And then piss poor, like a weak bladder in terms of like your bladder's weak, and you piss, but you're pissing poor, bro. Dex is on some other shit at the moment, bro.
Cause you'll need a ladder. They pass words around like the pack. Doesn't matter. They piss poor, weak bladder. I gotta keep them at bay like the Packers. Don't stare, cause you'll need a ladder. They pass words around like computer hackers. I'm built different.
Don't stare, cause you'll need a ladder. Now stairs and a ladder.
And I was never breastfed. When I was 2 years old, I was dropped on my head. In school like Dej Loaf, they tried me. But just like the second part of a name, I was all about the bread. So I stayed focused, I couldn't afford to fumble. Wrestling demons in my bed like the Royal Rumble. Paid dues, they ain't never gave me a bundle. But they discount people who would fucking mumble. This life is not fair. They dread Dax like...
What did he say there? They discount people who would mumble, exactly.
Wrestling demons in my bed like the Royal Rumble. Paid dues, they ain't never gave me a bundle. But they discount people who would fucking mumble. This life is not...
They would discount people. They'd give people a discount. The people who fucking mumble, they'd give them a fucking deal, right? But they'd never give me a fucking bag. Somebody who's all about substance. 100%. Call it out, bro.
Fair. They dread Dax like Jamaican hair because they know they can't compare. Then stock my work and resell it on the market and give Dax no shares. What the fuck? I'm about to slide like a hockey puck, duck like Donald.
They stock my work, so they stockpile my work, but they don't give me a share. Right? And then, but like the stock markets, like stock markets are not giving me a share in the stock market, in my own stock market. Fire, clever.
Dax, no shares. What the fuck? I'm about to slide like a hockey puck, duck like Donald, shoot like LeBron, and catch niggas like Obama. Do a stanky leg and heat it up like a sauna while you talk to your God and have to deal with your karma. Assalamu alaikum. I come in peace. I love all religions and practice what I preach. If you came into this world and you bleed, you're like me, cause love is my religion. And I love what I see. I'm not a Christian rapper. I just rap about faith without taking the Bible and throwing it in your face. And ironically, when you do it that way, more people end up saved. I paid my way by scraping it. You ain't never seen a nigga like me. If you did, I guarantee they was on some label shit. They want me to leave, I'm not breaking it. 20 minutes, bitch, this my statement. Halfway, and I'm just warming up. Now I'm about to freak this like some pussy I'm playing with. I'm about to give me that.
Oh shit. He even has the little, he's even got a little disclaimer in the corner over here saying it's about to turn up. He literally said, okay, let's turn this shit up. But you can already see from the beat that he's about to go absolutely haywire. Not that he already hasn't gone fucking haywire, but he's really about to turn this shit up.
Me, if you did, I guarantee they was on some label shit. They want me to leave, I'm not raking it. 20 minutes, bitch, this my statement.
They want me to leave, I'm not raking it. When you rake up leaves, they want me to leave, but I'm not raking it.
I guarantee they was on some label shit. They want me to leave, I'm not raking it. 20 minutes, bitch, this my statement. Halfway, and I'm just warming up. Now I'm about to freak this like some pussy I'm playing with. I'm about to give you that energy. They know that sick, but he also the remedy. If they say I'm trash, they smoking methamphetamine. This here my destiny. Pussy nigga, you an enemy. Never was a friend of me. 100 different floors like a motherfucking centipede. Stacks, my path's the lonely road. I walk alone and I keep my eyes closed. I don't fuck with you, bro, cause I'd rather jack off inside my home. I can already see the fake. They rise quick and fall like easy bake. They resurrect like Christ on Easter Day. They straight ass, I ain't talking about a piece.
They rise and fall like easy bake. Fire, bro, clever. Little baking bar over there.
Fake, they rise quick and fall like easy bake. They resurrect like Christ on Easter Day. They straight ass, I ain't talking about a piece of cake. Oh, I'm turning up the concentration. Free in this bitch, but I'm not a mason. Came in the game in the beats, I'm blazing, bring heat to the torch.
Bro, he's so, like you can see, this guy's got serious now, bro. I love this angle as well, where it almost feels like his whole body's moving, but his head's staying still, right? He's meaning fucking business. He's got this aggressive look on his face. It's just so convincing.
Concentration, free in this bitch, but I'm not a mason. Came in the game in the beats, I'm blazing.
Freeing this bitch, but I'm not a mason. A Freemason? Jeez, bro, fuck off, dude.
I'm turning up the concentration. Free in this bitch, but I'm not a mason. Came in the game in the beats, I'm blazing. Bring heat to the torch and destroy the matrix. Line after line, got I'm snorting greatness. Raw spell backwards is what I'm waging. Dax is the brand and the occupation. Occupies the real, so the constant hating comes from the fake who deny the basic. The Dax is a part of the conversation. With no cosign, a major playlist. Radio play, a talent agent. Anger and rage, cause they can't contain maintain it. Straight to the top and the spot is vacant. Those who oppose go straight to hell and go twerk with Satan. I'm spitting it mad fast, I ain't gonna backtrack. My foes in a hazmat, I'm fishing to blow game in the backpack. They spit in the rap cap, they know what they doing and they tryna be clones. I might.
But his delivery as well is so convincing. There's so much conviction in his delivery, and it's so important. I told you, this guy has got the perfect recipe at the moment, right? His delivery is on point, his lyrics are on point, his beats are on point, he does everything with conviction, everything you can feel it, like he just exudes so much energy, he's got so much power. You can see that this man appreciates and is grateful for the air in his lungs. You know what I mean? He's grateful for that heart that's beating in his fucking chest, and he's wasting no time living the best fucking life he can and putting out what he needs to put out. He's got a purpose and he's gonna go and do it. Bro, Dax is just a bundle of power, bro.
I'm fishing to blow game in the backpack. They spit in the rap cap. They know what they doing and they tryna be clones. I'm ice cold, no Steve Stone unless you're in Austin, Texas. WWE, you niggas restless. You are not getting in, you're not on my guest list. Don't fit like Tetris. I'm about to make this flip. Anybody hating can come and suck my dick. Everything I spit is like
Tetris. I'm gonna make this flip. Like before you can actually make anything fit, you gotta flip those pieces. Very clever.
guest list. Don't fit like Tetris. I'm about to make this flip. Anybody hating can come and suck my dick. Everything I spit is like glue. It sticks when you poop. It's the only time you're the shit. Everybody wanna just get rich. They're all my sons, just like Chris. I'm appalled you always miss. And if you hit, you still can't do it like this. And if you did, your brain would explode. I'm next to blow. I'm a whole series. You're just an episode. Give me leg room like a vegetable. Beating me to stretch. You better get flexible.
Give me leg room like a vegetable. Oh my god, Dax.
To blow. I'm a whole series. You're just an episode. Give me leg room like a vegetable. Beating me to stretch. You better get flexible. Killing this beat, but the crime is sensible. First degree, I murdered thee. Then mastermind, then PhD. My schemes are credible, so the rhymes may not be detectable.
A mastermind, a PhD, my schemes are credible, right? Because when you're a PhD, everything's usually peer reviewed, everything's usually coming from facts. It's actually credible because you're a doctor, you got a doctorate at it. Let's go.
I murdered thee, then mastermind, then PhD. My schemes are credible, so the rhymes may not be detectable. Overheads they go and fall on deaf ears. The buzz I made's beyond light years, so when they're toxic like Britney Spears,
clever little Toy Story bar there.
Heads they go and fall on deaf ears. The buzz I made's beyond light years, so when they're toxic like Britney Spears, I barely hear because I just switch gears. You ain't never seen a rapper strike this much fear amongst his foes and his so-called peers. Like vising drops, let me make this clear. I'm Dax and I've been in a different tier. When it's fire, fire, call for help.
Vising drops, I'm Dax and I'm in a different tier. Oh, bro. This is breaking my brain today.
Like vising drops, let me make this clear. I'm Dax and I've been in a different tier. When it's fire, fire, call for help. My desire burns and a passion melts. Independent, so I might not be felt, but I sign my checks, that's a higher self. Don't pull my card cause you might get dealt. My hand of God's from the Bible Belt. My wave so big, even Michael Phelps can't swim.
Don't pull my card cause you might get dealt. My hand of God. Bro, these fucking play on words here and these fucking entendres are ridiculous.
Card cause you might get dealt. My hand of God's from the Bible Belt. My wave so big, even Michael Phelps can't swim my shit without some help, so breathe. You might need a second to catch up. Dax is on a tear and they looking for backup. Set me automatic and a hit like a Mack truck. Breathe. And I don't give a fly. In fact, fuck yes, I am a sinner and I drink and do cuss. But like DJ Khaled, I got the keys to unlock the beast. Extend my reach from down beneath and knock off those who cannot compete but wanna act like they can fuck with me. It's okay, KKK like racial tension. Dax nice, let's avoid him and
it's all KKK like racial tension. Fire, let's go.
People wanna act like they can fuck with me. It's okay, KKK like racial tension. Dax nice, let's avoid him and never mention. He'll elevate to a new dimension and leave us here in the candy section. 65 metaphors, where's my pension? I retire beats and they go to heaven. Praise them not like a reverend, I mean raise their value. I'm still here like a statue staring at.
Praise them, but with no mentions. I praise them, right? But raise them. Oh, that's fire. That's very clever. I almost missed that.
Here in the candy section. 65 metaphors, where's my pension? I retire beats and they go to heaven. Praise them not like a reverend, I mean
appraise them. So upraise them. Very, very fucking clever.
Metaphors course, where's my pension? I retire beats and they go to heaven. Appraise them, not like the reverend. I mean, raise their value. I'm still here.
Raise their value. When you appraise something, appraisal, right? When you appraise something, it's to raise their value. Fire.
Statue staring at you. I will stand the test of time. And if I sit, I'll still be twice as tall with my head in the sky. Looking down at all you birds who talk on Twitter thinking there's power behind your words. Calling me corny behind your computer in the fucking suburbs. You're way too late.
I love this like sort of dramatic element that he also throws into his songs, where it's almost like part of a play. It's almost like from a drama piece, essentially. Even the way he delivers it is like really well. Like
You're way too late. I've mastered this and now I'm better than great. In fact, I might just be top 5 all time. Or at least top 10, well, maybe 9. Minus 5 divided by 2. Minus the amount of times we all get to live this life. That's one, don't waste it. You'd be
that little fucking breakdowns. Maybe I'm 5, maybe I'm 10. No, minus 8, minus 9, whatever. And then he's like, no, minus, and he's saying, fuck you. And he's like, I'm number 1. Right? That's the amount of times you've got to live. Don't waste it, bro. That's fire. That's so clever.
I 2 minus the amount of times we all get to live this life. That's one, don't waste it. You'd be way more successful with Dax on your playlist. Cause I rap about motivation, which you lack. Cause if you focused on yourself, you wouldn't have time to go online. Spend your time there. Just to shit on Dax.
Now, he's saying you'd be more successful where if you think about if you had Dax on your playlist, not as a feature. If you had Dax on your fucking playlist, you as a person, you would be more successful because all I do is motivate, right? But if I'm not on your playlist, right, it means he's basically saying that with me on your playlist you would succeed, but no, you instead decide to be in the comments, succeed at nothing, right, and just hate. I know that because you don't like me that you're not successful, right? He doesn't care because he doesn't need lesser people telling him that he's he's worth something.
Yourself, you wouldn't have time to go online. Spend your time there just to shit on Dax. Oh, it's sad. You know, I've never had someone more successful tell me I'm whack.
I just said that. He doesn't need lesser people to validate his life. More successful people are not going to say Dax is shit because they're successful. They don't look in all these different directions to try and see where they can fucking hate on people, right? They're focusing on their own life. They're in their own lane trying to make it for themselves, and that's why they succeed. They don't have time to sit in comments and bash people, right? Fire, bro. 100% correct.
Oh, it's sad. You know, I've never had someone more successful tell me I'm whack.
And you won.
And oh, I forgot I'm black, so I'm supposed to rap about guns, bitches, clothes, and tons of cash. While you pricks pray I lose my shit, while you sit at home and clap. That's the kicker. You don't even get paid to hate on Twitter. It just makes you bitter and my skin gets thicker and actually promotes my work indirectly. And over a period of time, you sheep hurt and all just make me richer. I got you in a bind like a boa constrictor. I'm on the way up like a zipper and only fade in the cut with a pair of clippers. But I'm
oh my god, bro, these schemes are so stupid. I've got you in the bind like a boa constrictor, like a zipper going up, right? And the only time I fade was with a pair of clippers. When you catch the fade, when you know, like give me a fade on my hair, bro, and I won't fade away. Come on, bro, fire.
I'm buying like a boa constrictor. I'm on the way up like a zipper and only fade in the cut with a pair of clippers. But I'm no clown, my shit's real, and that's why despite how you feel, it all still spreads around up and down with resounding sound. Even haters gotta admit that Dax got that bounce, boy. You better run home when you see me. I don't mean a baseball mound. I'm the king in this bitch. That's why I let my hair grow in the shape of a crown. You better bow down, then get up. I won't let up, but let go. I take the hate they throw and embody it for the energy to go turn up in my sold out shows across the globe.
Wait a second, Dax. I actually had a moment where I was just vacant. Let's give you a second.
Boy, you better run home when you see me. I don't mean a baseball mound.
Bounce, boy, and then you better run home. I don't mean a baseball mound, right? So a home run.
I'm the king in this bitch, that's why I let my hair grow in the shape of a crown. You better bow down, then get up. I won't let up, but let go. I take the hate they throw and embody it for the energy to go turn up in my sold out shows across the globe. South Africa, Nigeria. Nigeria, Zambia.
Bro, come to South Africa. I promise you, when you come to South Africa, when you announce that you're coming to South Africa, I'll be fucking there. I'll be there, Golden Circle. 100%, I'll be there, Golden Circle.
Turn up on my sold out shows across the globe. South Africa, Nigeria, Zambia, Liberia, Canada. I need Expedia. And oh, I got a message for the media. I don't care if the fake shit feeding you. You will sell out if you glorify that trash that does not meet the criteria. I'm a patriot, I United States. Every bill I check got Buccaneers. Tom Brady's throw completion rate. That's a bar.
Oh, that is fire. I'm a patriot to United States. And then he throws that whole fucking Super Bowl. Wait, let me listen to that again.
Feeding you, you will sell out if you glorify that trash.
Tom Brady is I'm pretty sure is a quarterback for one of the teams in America. I'm not really a fan with American football.
That does not meet the criteria. I'm a patriot, I United States. Every bill I check got Buccaneers. Tom Brady's throw completion rate. That's a bar if you don't get it. But if you did, I have to explain for those who still give me no credit. Well actually, I've got my own money. I've always been a big advocate for debit.
Hey, fire myself as well. I love that he said that, right? He says, but I've got to explain it for those who don't give me no credit. And he's like, well, but you know what? I've always been an advocate for debit, right? Rather spend the money that you do have than the money that you don't, right? I love that. Very clever. Very clever, right?
Obsess over what's not mine. I already think I'm great.
I mean, literally just said that I don't obsess for what's not mine because credit is not yours. Debit is yours. Come on, bro. It's what you have.
Advocate for debit. I don't obsess over what's not mine. I already think I'm great. They whine about Dax like a large amount of grapes. Pregnant like they made me and I popped out way too late. And they never ever recovered from postpartum baby weight. That's not my fault. I did my job.
I'm pregnant like they made me and I popped out way too late and they never recovered from postpartum
and they never ever recovered from postpartum baby weight.
Postpartum baby weight.
Yeah. That's not my fault. I did my job and made waves like Rod. I put my heart on ice, and if you slip and fall, I hope you break your jaw so you can't talk at all. After crawling, oh, I'm getting off tracker. Maybe I should just go and finish that like no life check.
Hey, finish that. Finish that.
The most people want to pretend that they can do what I do. Drop these tracks back to back with impeccable rap. Stay humble, move how I move. Hit it on the nail, you're a loose screw. Ain't nobody fucking with me in this booth.
Hit it on the nail, you're a loose screw. Fire. Very clever.
Rap, stay humble, move how I move. Hit it on the nail, you're a loose screw. Ain't nobody fucking with me in this booth. It's a blatant lie if they try to say I'm not the truth.
Fire,
inspirational,
clever.
all relatable, undebatably one of a kind. Intrinsic fire lit inside to match my grind. Critical thinking songs that actually make you think about your life. Fuck attention spans, my music actually stands the test of time. I don't give a fuck about a Grammy, I should have had 3. Dear God, Joker, Book of Revelation.
This is the thing about his music. His music will stand the test of time. You'll be able to listen to this 50 years from now, and 50 years from now, you'll be able to listen to Dax's music and say, fuck, like, this is greatness. Like, this is great, great, great stuff, right? Unlike a lot of artists that are doing one-dimensional music, specifically what I'm noticing is in this political sphere. And the thing is that I'm not against the political songs. Sure, you've got to send a message. But the thing is that those political songs are going to die, right? Times change. Things are going to change, right? Nobody's going to want to sit there and listen to you rapping about BLM and rapping about all the political things that are happening currently in this day and age, because 5 years from now, that music is dead and no one cares about it. Not even 5 years from now. Literally a couple of weeks from now, people don't care about that. People move on. But the thing about the political vibe, the political sphere, right, is it gets tiring because people don't want to listen to that on a day-to-day basis. That kind of stuff doesn't move them. It doesn't shape them in any way, right? So the political stuff, it's cool to send the message, but it's not music that stands the test of time. It dies. Right? It dies, and it dies a very quick death, just like every political conversation does. It dies a very quick death because people are like, oh, okay, well, whatever, get tiring, right? I want to hear this shit all the time, right? I don't believe everything should become political. And the problem is that in today's day and age, everything is becoming political, and it's easy to jump on that bandwagon, right, to make it today. Make it without the political crap, and then I'll say you're a good artist.
But these motherfuckers don't wanna give it to MCs. Just glorify and push the shit that's empty. I'm at large in this bitch like a Starbucks venti. Certified killer, promise you don't wanna tempt me. Got the game in a state of rage and frenzy. If they speaking on my name and hate, it's envy. I ain't missing my target unless I'm shopping for some bananas on my bananas. coming at me with cameras. Don't call me unless you calling you capping. I'm a chemist, cooking everything you cook, cause I'm a menace.
Let's go, bro.
Don't call me unless you calling you capping. I'm a chemist, cooking everything you cook, cause I'm a menace. Dax is a claw, center, but independent. My world is a series act, don't mean the pennant.
They probably think that I'll run out of bars, but
hey.
Galaxy and I got as many as the stars.
Hey.
Extraterrestrial alien and I'm on Mars and I'm coming.
Dax. I'm an extraterrestrial alien and I'm on Mars. I love it, bro. Let's go, dude. I love his sense of humor.
As the stars, I'm an extraterrestrial alien and I'm on Mars and I'm coming back to Earth to rid you of these retards.
Man, I hope they don't cancel me for that. Cancel culture is a bitch. You can say anything you want, as long as you're not rich. But if you're poor, oh, they might get you too. Because if you ever become successful, they'll use your past against you.
100%. You know, this is like the reverse Nostradamus. I love these people. The reverse Nostradamus. The people that think that, oh well, no, if I lived in that day and age, I would have been better. I would have been progressive. You know what I mean? I'm a progressive person, and I would have known that in the 14th century it was wrong to conquer. You know what I mean? Damn you, Christopher Columbus! Why weren't you progressive enough in the 14th century, Christopher Columbus? And then they try and cancel it. If you ever come across this fucking mob, and you ever apologize to these idiots, right? You've lost it. Like you can't even ask for sympathy from anybody else. You apologize to these people and you are the idiot and you deserve no respect, right? I've had a couple of people come for me and try, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, but shut the fuck up and fuck off. I actually blocked them. I don't even want them on my fucking thing. You think I'm ever going to apologize for you for freedom of speech? Get the fuck out of here and go die, motherfuckers, because that's never gonna happen. Okay, so yes, absolutely never apologize to them, because it's not gonna help you, because what they want is they want you to grovel and beg, and they're gonna cancel you anyway. It's this game they play, right? They're gonna cancel you anyway so that they can feel like these ivory tower gods above everybody else, right? But they are the biggest sinners, right? Please don't ever apologize to these people. If they ever come for you for saying something, tell them get fucked, and that's it, right? That's how you deal with them.
Anything you want, as long as you're not rich. But if you're poor, oh, they might get you too. Because if you ever become successful, they'll use your past against you. We can't even be human. We can't even make mistakes.
Nope.
Everyone's a dick, but won't come say it to your face.
Nope.
We spend our lives looking left and right while we run our race and wonder why we're
I like that as well. Everyone's a dick, but they won't come say it to your face. Very clever. It's true. 100% true. They're all fucking cowards, man. They're all a bunch of pussies.
We can't even make mistakes. Everyone's a dick, but won't come say it to your face. We spend our lives looking left and right while we run our race and wonder why we're depressed and always finish shit in second place. Get up and get gone. You ain't ready, you're doing nothing.
See, that's everybody's running their race looking how everybody else is doing. Oh fuck. Look at that guy. That guy's shoes. What is that guy doing? What is that guy doing? And you're not even looking at the fucking finish line. Right? You're not even running your own race. You're more concerned about all the other fucking lanes except for your own lane. Come on, man.
Pressed and always finish shit in second place. Get up and get gone. You ain't right if you're doing nothing wrong.
Hey.
Get off of that phone. Find a career like Kim Jong-un. Find your passion and cash like Kim Kardashian.
Find a career like Kim Jong-un. Find a career like Kim Jong-un. Career, fire.
Get off of that phone. Find a career like Kim Jong-un. Find your passion and cash like Kim Kardashian. And bask in the fact that it takes action to be a massive attraction and stay active instead of being passive. Reach out and go grab it and make happen.
Kim, like, find your passion like Kim Kardashian and cash it like Kim Kardashian. Fire.
The fact that it takes action to be a massive attraction and stay active instead of being passive. Reach out and go grab it and make happen. habits. Fuck status, you'll stay static. Just march, no madness. This bracket is an elite synapses. All info past has been imagined. No dragon. If you wanna get cash, then start smashing. Instead of waiting until you're casket and bragging on what happened in the past, living life as the basic average. Be a savage, attack it, rip it, slash it, cremate it, take its ashes and smoke it, gas it so hard that the pedal smashes. Stop living in captions. You're better than that. You have it. Add it like go gadget. You're equipped to wreak havoc. Emphatic. I'm about to weaponize a generation. This road I'm blazing got my enemies wishing they had never tried.
Ooh, this Tupac little flow over here. This road I'm racing got my enemies. Come on, bro, that little Tupac flow over there. Even the beat is Tupac. Let's go, bro.
Emphatic, I'm about to weaponize a generation. This road I'm blazing got my enemies wishing they had never tried to crack the pavement. Poetic justice, everybody's hearing my arraignment. Murder to Goliath, and I am fucking David. You couldn't save him with the flash drive. Don't question a mark, he a snitch. If you ask what,
murder to the giants, murder to Goliath, right? And I'm David, right?
I'm fucking David. You couldn't save him with the flash drive. Don't question a mark, he a snitch. If you ask why, whole generation lost. You can check the spectrum. My connection isn't there, like they low bar Wi-Fi. I'm not a part of this shit. I'll never celebrate ignorance. I'm on the border like undocumented immigrants. Trying to decide if I should stay in the village or risk it to benefit, but have to move militant.
So here's where he's telling you, I'm deciding if I'm going to stay in the village being the independent game, which obviously is much smaller. Villages are smaller, right? Or he's going to have to leave the village, right, to go into the bigger cities, right? But I'm going to have to move militant because, you know, it's a lot more of a riskier game, right? Clever metaphor.
Trying to decide if I should stay in the village or risk it to benefit, but have to move militant. If you're hating, you're a child. You don't understand the DAX impact, and you won't for a while. But once you get old and this life gets real, you'll want to go back and wish my words touched you like a pedophile. You must be crazy.
Exactly what he said over there. Exactly what he said over there. It's probably because the young generation today, right, specifically with their attention spans, they don't want you to throw some complex shit or some substance at them. They want this dumbing down type of content that they can just sit there and watch like little dumb, stupid mummies, right? That they don't have to think much, they don't have to feel much, they don't have to sort of take and apply, right? And he's literally saying like, yo, you might not appreciate it now, but the moment that you grow older and you actually start appreciating this, right, you're going to wish that they touched you like, my words touched you like a pedophile. Fire, bro. Very clever. 100%. I kind of feel like the older you are, the more you appreciate Dax's music. Why? Because you've lived more years. You've become wiser, right? And you actually know how the real world works, right? But what we're doing today is we're allowing the young idiot children, teenagers who know nothing, haven't been on this earth long enough to even know what haircut to decide on, right? We say, oh no, let them decide on all these massive decisions. That is where we go. We are fucking up so badly that we are giving massive decisions to people who actually don't even have the developed prefrontal cortex to actually make those decisions. Come on, man. Carry on.
Hating, you're a child. You don't understand the DAX impact, and you won't for a while. But once you get old and this life gets real, you'll want to go back and wish my words touched you like a pedophile. You must be crazy if you think I'ma stop. I was hip without hip-hop. Between the lines, I can read the signs. They don't want music, they want songs that get a whole generation.
Between the lines, I can read the signs. So between the lines, in terms of like, between the lines, you can read the signs in terms of what's happening in society right now. But in between the lines is where I read the signs. It's in my lyrics, right? In between the college paper lines is where I read the signs about how society is falling apart. Fire, very clever.
The lines, I can read the signs. They don't want music, they want songs that get a whole generation locked. So I stay back and push my little positive message. Isolated from the game up in the nosebleed section. No awards or recognition, but my state of correction facilitates the people chained to get a bit up in heaven. And that's a felony. Even amnesia couldn't make them not remember me. The word meme is short for memory. So when you're trying to break what I made, keep in mind you helping me build a legacy. And that's why I'm writing they face something they cannot erase. Take copy or paste, penning these verses in ink. The penmanship that I exude is of dystopian taste, characterized by world issues.
The penmanship that I exude is of dystopian taste. Don't say that too loudly, bro. They're going to accuse you of supporting authoritarianism and dystopian regimes, bro. right? The word we're looking for today is utopia, Dax. Utopia, utopia, utopia. That's what we're heading for, right? Metaverse, utopia. Everybody can do everything without guidance. Everybody can do everything without guidelines, without rules, without anything. Be criminals. Be whatever you want to be. Identify as whatever you like, right? We want the utopia. We don't want the dystopia that apparently we're not creating, right? They are creating the dystopia. The ones that want the utopia are the ones creating the dystopia.
Full of trauma and pain. Me, Picasso, and Da Vinci are of similar grade. The reality I paint is vivid, wicked, ingrained into the skull of every human who allows me to take them on a trip where the pictures are imperfectly framed. Crooked, cracked, and named, full of anger and rage. Spat on with graffiti lit in fiery flames. From the mind of a human who is fucking deranged and going down in history as one of the greats, and that's a fact.
Fire.
And to think this all came from an epiphany. Overnight janitor to poet, to songs, to moments, and now, finally, symphonies. Stacks.
Is that it? No, it's not it. I could listen to this for like another 3 hours. Let's go, bro. I see there's a little bit more. There's 40 seconds left, 44 seconds left, bro.
Fucking up everybody who put me in the category thinking I was never gonna make it. If we're talking about the lyrics of the cadence of the meaning of the songs, not another approach to what I've been making. I've been sitting, waiting, innovating. I'm patient and waiting to bust, deliberating on when I should come and beat in the cut. People say that they better never endeavor or even sever the lever to try to get a go. Get a second amendment, aggressive in every direction, spit venom. There's no defending on top. I'm independent, penning with vengeance. The time unintention is.
Figure that shit out for yourselves, people. God damn it, man. I've been giving you like 20 minutes of bar breakdowns. What else? How much more do you want from me? Please, just stop it now.
Patient and waiting to bust, deliberating on when I should come and beat in the cut. People say that they better never endeavor or even sever the lever to try to get a go. Get a second amendment, aggressive in every direction, spit venom. There's no defending on top. I'm independent, penning with vengeance. The time unintention is iridescent, shining like the bright illumination. I'm tighter than Lululemon retention. First, no, second guessing. They get to bending like Beckham on Dax, kicking the definition of bars and rhythm. The flow hawks and picks them up with the claws and grips with the intention of deficit and disorder. Like ADD kind of sorta. Not soda pop, don't mean cola. A Star Wars, don't mean Yoda. A Florida, Pensacola. There's Motorola by Motorola. I'm in control. I hit
Star Wars, I don't mean Yoda. I caught all of those bars. I'm just not gonna fucking break all of that down. I have been listening to them. It's just hard for a brain that's already been put through the fucking stretches over here, right? To now break that. I'm just not doing it. Alright? Figure it out for yourself, people. Seriously, how much more do you want?
and they get to bending like Beckham on Dax, kicking the definition of bars and rhythm. The flow hawks and picks them up with the claws and grips with the intention of deficit and disorder. Like ADD kind of sorta. Not soda pop, don't mean cola. A Star Wars, don't mean Yoda. A Florida, Pensacola. There's Motorola by Motorola. I'm in control. I hit the quarter. I made the streets out while I was in Minnesota. Fuck! Minnesota.
Jesus.
What are we at? What are we at, bro?
Jesus.
For real. Bro. All right, well, let's try one that's an hour.
An hour, bruh. And he'll do it, though. That's the scary thing. He'll fucking do the hour one. Oh my god, my ears are sweating. Good lord, that was a different level of fire, bro. I wanted more though. So actually, when the hour comes out, I mean, how long is this? This is already an hour-long reaction. So, hey, bro, when the next one comes out, we're gonna do a 3-hour reaction. Anyway, I love you all, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.